Okay, the light's on.
Yep.
I
Because
can't
it's
have
dark.
that. Okay.
'Cause
What's up, idiots? Welcome back. It's a really bright light in my face. I can't stare at that
Is
camera.
it really?
Well, okay. Week 3. What a shitty week. Week 2 was for fantasy football in the Schwing, not the Schwing Dynasty, in the KUA Holes League. I can't even get my league straight at this point. We're back. We're gonna recap week 2. We're going to talk about the week 3 matchups, and we're gonna pick your Disney Pixar movie comps.
We did not dress up.
We did not dress up,
Yeah.
but we've got Pooh. And we have a Marvel, which is Disney. We didn't pick any Marvel movies for this, and we have Disneyland in the background. And that's what you guys get this week, because no one contributed to our slush fund for our costumes. We offered. No one contributed to the costume fund. No one contributed to the trophy fund. So
Costumes are expensive right now.
It's budget programs right now, guys, because we have no sponsors. All right. Okay. We're gonna recap week 2 first. You wanna?
Yeah, I'll start.
All right.
Tommy and David played a meaningless and pathetic contest in which Tommy fell over a picnic table, hit his head on a barbecue, and rolled his way to a one-man, three-legged victory over David, 126-15 to 124-98. Only 3 players in the entire matchup went over 20 points, including Tommy's MVP, Christian McCaffrey. In his 25 points, David sat 27 points from Dak Prescott for 5 points, and a concussion from Justin Fields for his dumb sit, making that switch would have won him this week.
I almost made that switch. I was thinking the whole time why I played Justin Fields twice in a row. That's going to the well too much. Mike had a resurgent effort, winning 151 to 136 over Tiani, who opens the season with 2 upset losses. Mike got himself in the win column and showed that even the lowliest creature can pull himself up from the sludge and begin to form the basis of cognitive thoughts. Mike's MVP was Jordan Love and his 25 points, while Wandale Robinson's 28 points on Tiani's bench could have replaced Zach Charbonnet's 4.75 for 24 points that would have given her the win.
Dang.
Yep.
I feel like that middle part was like an inside joke for you guys.
No, it was just about the basic chemistry of really primitive life and comparing Mike to it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
AWC brutalized Mossy 181 to 108. That's what you wrote.
Oh, it's bad. That's a bad
driving
score, I
him
forgot.
into the witness protection where he re-emerged as himself, the Joker. He did. Is that
He
why
is.
he did that?
Yeah, he's in witness protection because he was so embarrassed by that loss.
AWC got 31 points from overall running back number 1, James Cook, and his 31 points, while Mossy sat 32 points from Drake. From Drake May. Is that right?
Yeah,
or
13
18
points from Drake May.
and 18 points from for Kyle Murray.
Yeah,
so
so
he got 18 points.
yeah, he could have played 32 for. He wouldn't have even still been close even with that.
Yeah.
So,
Dang, good on WC.
very good. Auto draft. Dallin took down Lonnie in a matchup that was close the whole way, but ended at 164 to 149. Okay, Dallin got 29 points from Javonte Williams. It's disgusting of all people for her MVP. While Lonnie only could have mustered 4 additional points by swapping Devonta Smith for Sam Laporta in the flex.
Good on Dallin. That was not auto draft. Sarah got a narrow win over Abby, 144 to 140, moving them both to 1-1. Sarah needed Jamar Chase in his 36 points to get the job done, while Abby could have won the game if she played Keenan Allen in his 17 points on the bench instead of Jordan Mason in his 8 points in the flex.
Too bad. Jordan Mason probably a week early on that play
Yeah.
because he's probably going to be the premier guy there.
And
this
Keenan
weekend.
Allen, he's gonna get hurt eventually.
He's younger than me. Younger before I say he's old. He's 8 or 9 years younger
He's
than me.
older than
So
me.
probably 8 or 9 years older than you. In the game of the week, Mo crapped the bed, losing 152 to 129 to Carlos, with a turd of a follow-up to her #1 performance that reminded me of every shot I hit in golf immediately following any nice shot. Carlos got 35 points from Jonathan Taylor, while Mo had a grand total of 17 points from her entire bench combined. So
Here,
no dumb sit
Couldn't
for
have
Mo
done
there.
anything.
Background change.
The background changed. All right,
We
good
care.
job, camera. Put eyes on this.
Mm-hmm.
Should be popping back up, and we got an ad.
Cool.
Okay, fun
yeah,
stuff.
I couldn't have done anything to win.
No.
So.
I'm giving the MVP to Jamar Chase and his 36 points, to Sarah,
The dumb
to
sit
get
of the
to help Sarah get the win.
dumb shit sit.
Well, the dumb shit set of the week goes to me for thinking I could play a New York Jet QB for 2 weeks in a row instead of playing Dak Prescott and getting the win over Tommy.
You never
Hey,
want to play Dak Prescott.
I want to win. I don't care who helps me win.
I do.
I'm a degenerate
I do.
about that kind of stuff.
I do.
All right, on to this week and your Pixar movie comps. Yeah, this first one's me, so if you
So
want to
I'll
do it.
the matchup.
Yeah,
I hate this team.
it's a good team name.
The pre-poo
Poop. Poop.
The pre-poo All-Stars versus Synergy of Suck. Is that your name now?
That's Mike's name now.
Oh.
I'm the pre-pube All-Stars.
Oh.
Yeah, because all my players are 15.
Curve
That's-
projection 138 to 122 favoring David. Oh, we're doing numbers on that?
Yeah, now we're doing.
So ranked for David versus ranked 9, Mike. Dak Prescott at Chicago for David and Jordan Love at Cleveland for Mike will be interesting to watch. The projection is almost even at 122, and David probably needs to win that matchup.
That should be at 22. That was not at 122. So it was,
I was
wrote
gonna say
that
that's
wrong.
not the same.
No, it's not. They're both projected for 22 points, Dak and Jordan Love, and I probably need Dak to win that.
Love that. Mike is rolling out CeeDee Lamb, which means that even if Dak goes off, that could end up favoring Mike. David's rookie running backs suck,
Fucking suck.
and nobody cares about this matchup. Mike will probably beat David by half a point, and David's truck will probably catch on fire on the drive home tomorrow afternoon. Fantasy football is stupid, and we are all idiots for living this life.
Thank you for saying that. Well, I agree. I have the same feelings right now. That was well written by you. That was
Well
good.
Well spoken.
Mike wins.
Yeah.
Mike wins.
I'm gonna say you're gonna win, so
All right.
because I don't want Mike IL to win.
Mm.
I don't like Mike. He's in New York right now, and
He
he's
is.
living the best life.
He's in New York City.
Mm.
Good for you.
No comment, Brooke? Nothing?
New York City.
I was going to say, usually you can't say New York City
New
around
York
Brooke without
City.
New York City.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that's from? It's from a
No,
salsa commercial
she's
from
too
the 90s.
young.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
That
Yeah,
was
New York City.
yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh, so their Pixar/Disney movie comp. David is Lightyear. Let's take a fake movie and develop a fake backstory and attempt to get people to care. Zurg is evil Buzz Lightyear question. I never watched that. Is that the ending?
Yeah, I don't care.
Crazy.
Spoiler alert.
Mhm.
No,
That
give it
is
away.
what we are going with here. At least in Star Wars,
Vader.
Vader was his dad, and that made sense. This movie is bad. It doesn't make sense, just like David's stupid ass team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Mike is getting.
Yeah, you should do both. Yeah, you have to read why.
Mike is getting Wally. He's scrappy underdog. Underdog left for dead on a dying planet, and his main job is to pick up trash and turn it into something. David's team is trash, and Mike's job is to come here and clean it up.
Yikes.
I hate this. I hate this so much right now. I
Wow.
hate that. Last week, I hate fantasy football. Just so you guys know, I'm in one of those weeks right now. I hate this. All right, matchup 2. Herbie Fully Loaded versus Threat Level Midnight. That's 155 to 154, favoring Abby. Very close to being the game of the week. Number 3 Mo versus number 8 Abby.
Am I higher than you?
Yeah. Mo always roots for Abby. Yeah, because of your good week. Your good week
Yeah.
helped you have more points. Mo always roots for Abby, so this will be a tough one for her. Justin Herbert versus Jalen Hurts is an interesting QB matchup. Herbert has 61 pass attempts for 560 yards and 5 touchdowns through 2 games. Justin Herbert. While Jalen Hurts has 45 attempts for 253 yards and 0 touchdowns this season.
Hey, but he
has
wins
taken
games.
and he has taken 3 in on the ground. So it's a different approach, different way to get there, but both teams are 2-0, so don't look for it to change. See how smart Mo is? She already knew what I was going to say. She's never read this, by the way, which is going to really make her upset when I read her her movie comp. Both teams are 2-0, so don't look for anything to change. Drake London should get a bounce-back game versus Carolina, but this one will be decided in the flex, and I like the combo of Nick Chubb and Deebo Samuel to outperform Tyler Algier and Jordan Mason for Abby, so Mo gets the win here.
I don't want the win for you.
Mo doesn't want me to pick her for a win. All right, Disney Pixar comps. Mo gets Turning Red.
Like the only movie we're not allowed to show at school.
We have a coming of age story of a child getting used to being a big girl in the big world. It seemed like everything was going well at first in her first week, but everything went awry in week 2, and now she's trying to figure out who she is, who she even is at this point. She has so many big feelings, especially towards the starting QB of her team, and she just isn't sure what will come next. Mo is turning red. That's it. Yep, that's it.
Am I reading Abby's?
No, because you didn't for the first 2.
I'm glad you didn't talk about the period part.
We're not talking.
I don't think we need to.
No.
Service. A Bug's Life. Abby is a Bug's Life. Just like Flick the Ant, Abby is an independent thinker. She sees her own path forward for solving problems and is trying to show the colony that she can go this for on her own. It's going all right so far, but she might have recruited some goofy circus performers instead of hardened soldiers to fight the evil grasshoppers. Can she get her band of misfit troops into position and push them across the finish line? We'll have to watch and find out. I think, Mo, technically you're the evil grasshoppers in that, which I didn't think about when I was writing it. So I just thought, yeah, Abby's team is funny. It's just funny to me, and they did really well at first. That light is so, I just can't. The light. All right. Matchup 3.
Oh, now we're on booking.com.
What?
Booking.com.
Oh, I
No.
love booking.com.
Oh, it's 50 seconds of
It's
it.
okay.
All right.
Matchup 3 is Zay It With Flowers versus Mr. Fister. Current projections 160 to 150, favoring AWC. AWC's number 1! Love that for you. Versus Lonnie, who's number 7. Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson has gone. It's Mahomes' birthday today, and I did not put him in our daily.
Good work.
Because would rather not. Has
These matchups have gone Mahomes' way.
way too often for Lamar's liking, but it might go that way again here as AWC has a 10-point advantage in the spread. AWC got 60 points from her running back position last week, while Lonnie got 19. I don't know how you are with math, but that is a big advantage. Lonnie is going to need more from Ricky
Pearsall
and Justin Jefferson in this one, but he will happily take the points from
Rome Madunze.
Again, AWC should have the advantage in the flex, and that is why I'm giving her the pick for the win here and keeping Lonnie from getting the upset.
Alright, you want to do Lonnie's or AWC's?
I like WC.
Alright, go for it. I wrote this from my perspective though, so you
Okay,
might
do
not
you want me to
agree.
do the other one then?
I don't care.
Okay. AWC, The Lion King. This is just about David's favorite movie.
Disney movie.
So,
Let's not confuse
he gave it to our first place team. But there's more reason than that. AWC hasn't had the smoothest opening to this league, and her roar was pretty weak the last couple of years. But now she's back with a full mane, and she's ready to take down Scar. When she looks up into the clouds at night and she doesn't see the image of James Early.
James Earl, that was a typo.
James Earl Jones.
Yo.
Hey.
Yep.
James Earl Jones pretending to be a lion. Instead, she sees the image of whatever Arcade Holds trophy is shining back down at her because she believes that to be her destiny at this time.
So, yeah. I don't know if you guys that was clear or not, because I typoed it pretty bad for Mo there. Yeah, she looks up, she sees the trophy in the clouds, not James Earl Jones as a tiger or lion or whatever. All right, Lonnie, you're finding Nemo.
Your
What's on
favorite
timing?
movie? We said tiger.
I love Lion King. It's called Lion King in the title.
Not
Yeah.
Tiger King.
Not Tiger King.
That's different.
Very
Hey,
different. Very
that's
different.
so-
Lonnie, Finding Nemo. Here's why, and this is definitely a bit of a stretch because I stared at the list of Pixar and Disney movies, and with Lonnie being a newcomer to the league, I was like, I have no idea. I have no idea what to put here. So I came up with Finding Nemo, and here's why. Lonnie, you are Dory, okay? You saw Shiny, and you got caught up in an adventure, and now you're not even sure how you got to where you are. That was you when you got sucked into this league by one single comment from me about Meringue. A very accurate comment about Meringue. And now Lonnie's looking up with Bill Krosky and DeAndre Swift as his starting running backs, and he's not sure what happened to get him here into this place. But just like Dory, Lonnie's a survivor and a fighter in her own way, and he'll keep plugging away, and who knows where this adventure will take him. So you are Dory. Maybe you should have been Finding Dory. I don't know. One of those two. But that's it. You looked up and you found yourself in a very strange world, like I feel like Dory does every single day. So welcome, Lonnie. Welcome to this ridiculous universe we live in. All right, is it my turn?
Yeah,
Team matchup 4. Da Joker, newly named Da Joker out of his witness protection program, versus Team Mighty Moose, same name since the beginning. Current projection 140 to 156, favoring Dallin. Mossy's last, 12th. Dallin is 6th. Drake May versus Bo Nix in a sophomore QB battle in this one. May versus Pittsburgh might be a good advantage for Mossy because Nix is playing the Chargers, whose defenses looked really good. Really, actually, very, very good. The running back battle is all Dallin with Bijan and Bucky over Josh Jacobs and Amarian Hampton, who has been slow to start for Mossy. But Dallin needs A.J. Brown to get rolling. I don't know if it's going to happen against the Rams this week. They'll probably want to keep running the ball like they have been. Other than a name change, I was looking for how Mossy starts to get more points. Drake May versus a suddenly very weak-looking Pittsburgh team is a nice start. Nico Collins has to get more support from C.J. Stroud because that is Mossy's first-round pick. Nico Collins was, and he's not doing enough. I think Dallin will get the win here and continue the champs' rough start to the year. So, who do you want to read? No. Okay, I'll do Mossy's. First thing I wrote, no way in hell I'm picking Moana here. We're not doing Maui comps here. So no, we're going with cars. Okay, Mossy, you are Lightning McQueen. You were riding high in your championship season, but all of a sudden, his opening to this season hit a rut and he spun off the highway, and now he's off on that dirt highway off the side of Route 66, liking cars, and he's going to have to make his way back to previous glory. Will he be able to? I guess we're going to find out as the season develops.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Dallin, you're Luca.
Nice one.
You picked the one that I picked.
You picked it for someone else, though.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I'm pretty sure it was for someone. Maybe you did. Maybe you picked Luca. I don't remember.
No,
All right, go
this
for it.
one. Luca, she seems like this super normal person, just happy-go-lucky, and then it turns out she's a sea monster.
Dallin. We're talking about Dallin there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Luca. Luca, we all know that about. But Dallin is a sea monster. That's the point of this.
One of the most competitive people I have ever met, hates to lose, straight killer.
Killa. I should have spelled it Killa.
Just like all sea monsters, I'm pretty sure I nailed the lesson of Luca right there. Dallin is Luca, a bloodthirsty sea creature. Watch the movie, it is terrifying.
Right?
It's not scary.
I knew you'd read that one. Yeah, I nailed it. Nailed
never
the
even
point of
watched it.
Luca. I sure did. We watched Luca. Yeah. Terrifying sea creature. He eats people. All right, matchup 5. That's you. This is yours.
No, that
right?
was nice. I said nice things, by the way.
Yeah, but you are. You seem like a normal person, and then the competitiveness kicks in, and you're a sea monster. All right, you reading this one?
Okay. Sit down.
No. Sit down.
Boy.
Go on, sit down.
Sit down versus
Sit down.
Carlitos Way. Current projections 153 to 147, favoring Carlos. Number 5, Sarah versus number 10, Carlos. Sarah has Josh Allen, who struggled last week, but he hurt his nose. Poor guy. But
Doesn't need a nose.
Huh?
Josh Allen doesn't need a nose.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He has to get the side right. Last week, but he's playing Miami this week, and that could be 400 points on his own. with how they have looked. Carlos has Jared Goff in the game. That guy's still going. Can't
Really
stand
well
that guy.
last week.
Can't stand that guy.
I like him.
Who had 5 touchdowns and 44 points on Carlos's bench last week. But he isn't going up against Chicago at home this time because he is traveling
to
Baltimore on Monday night and managed Sarah. Carlos ended up with Jamar Gibbs and Jonathan
We're
Taylor
at 20 minutes already, I think is what.
in the first 2 rounds, which looks really solid, but he is also starting a double tight end set in Bowers and Kelsey. Sarah is somehow, it's because you write so much. Sarah is somehow
Necessary.
still starting Mark Andrews as tight end despite him receiving only 4 total targets this year for 2 receptions, 7 yards, and 0 touchdowns.
2
Not good.
catches and 7 yards and 0 touchdowns. Sarah, bench the man. He's terrible.
Jamar Chase is Jake Browning's security blanket, so that will be good for Sarah as well, even though it is still a downgrade from Burrow. If Quentin Johnson gets another touchdown this week, then Carlos gets upset, but I like Sarah to sneak one out
You
here.
can't have Quentin Johnson with 3 straight weeks of touchdowns. That's ridiculous. All right, movie picks, movie comps.
Sarah, you are Aladdin. Okay, seriously, how is she going to end up with the
101.
101
First pick.
for 2 straight years if she isn't friends with a genie? Sometimes I have heard that genies' wishes are destined to backfire or have unintended consequences. And last year she destroyed CMC, and this year Joe Burrow went down, who is connected to her pick of Chase. Maybe her genie is Jafar. That was
Jafar.
good.
Good.
You ate that up.
Yeah,
Good job for
absolutely.
you.
No, you read it very well too. You really nailed it. Carlos.
I hate you.
I mean it. Carlos, you're getting Ratatouille. Okay, Carlos has a pretty good team, right? And it looks like he really knows what he's doing. But it turns out there's something funny going on here, and it's not just his own genius at work. He may not have a crazy skilled chef rat hiding in his hat, but he does have auto draft working in the background here. Now I know Carlos wanted to be at the draft. Yeah, I get it. He wanted to, and he couldn't. So this is just teasing him. But he shares his genius with a little help from a secret source, auto draft, and that's why he is Ratatouille. Okay, it's not all.
Oh, we're at Game of the
Not
Week.
all skill. And we're already on the Game of the Week, so it's not that bad. Okay, matchup 6, Game of the Week. Hiding My TDs versus that sweet peach-like emoji thing. Current projections 165 to 161 favoring Tiani.
Yeah!
I'm going to make Tommy's name worse every single week. I'm adding words to it. I don't know if you've
I was
noticed
gonna say
that.
that's so long. I couldn't have
Because his thing is that, yeah.
coaches department, and that's so long.
Yeah, it's actually just that sweet, and there's a peach emoji. But I've added words each week to it.
I don't pay attention to Tommy's.
You don't pay attention to what I say most of the time either. So current projections 165 to 161 favoring Tiani. That's number 11 Tiani, who's been favored both weeks, versus number 2 Tommy, who has won both weeks, despite having a very low average score. So Tiani needs a win here. She's been favored in every matchup, so the computers like her team, and for good reason. Tommy is only averaging 128 points so far, but that's been good enough to get him 2 wins, since he has, even though he has the because he has the second fewest points scored against him in the league. Tiani, meanwhile, has the most points scored against her in the league. She asked us to show us our TDs, and we did. And that's all I'll say. I'm glad you changed the name of your team from Show Me Your TDs, because we did. We showed you our TDs for 2 weeks straight, and now you changed your name to Hiding My TDs.
That's funny!
Yeah, so...
Oh, I love you, Tiani. That's funny.
Yeah, so we did, Tiani, we did it, and I'm glad you changed your name, because it was not going well for you. Tiani and Mossy both changed their names. It's the Game of the Week. Tommy's waiting to find out about Jaden Daniels, who will probably play, but did have a surprise MRI this week, which isn't a good sign for a second-year mobile QB for Washington, okay, who didn't practice Wednesday and won't practice Thursday. It's a little Robert Griffin III vibes going on right now.
Ooh.
Bad. That's not good. Tiani's going with Caleb Williams, who has been good through 2 games. They have Saquon for Tiani and CMC for Tommy is fun. Tiani's hoping Chase Brown isn't overly impacted by Joe Burrow, but he's only averaging 2.5 yards per carry, which is not good. The wide receivers are going to decide this game, though. Ladd, McConkey, Garrett Wilson, and DK Metcalf for Tiani versus Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Pittman, and Jerry Jeudy for Tommy. Someone needs to have their guys step up. Lots of disappointment this year at that position so far. I think Tiani's going to hit her average, about 136 to 138. Tommy will get about his average, and it will be enough to secure a win finally for Tiani. However, her curse is that everyone scores a lot against her, so Tommy probably breaks 200.
Hell?
Yep. All right, Disney Pixar comp. You should read Tiani's.
Okay. Tiani, you get The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Didn't know it was Disney.
Weird.
I did because it's Tim Burton. I didn't think about it being Disney, but it was on the list.
It's like a whole Disneyland thing. When you
Yeah, well, they bought it
Christmas.
just like every other thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It has been a nightmare for Tiani to start the year. 2 upset losses, everyone scoring their max against her, but she is Jack Skellington, and she is about to dish out some nightmares of her own. She's wrapping them up and is ready to hide them under our Christmas trees. She is wrapping a shrunken head for Tommy to show his shrunken weekly average.
Oh, snap, shrunken.
She is on a revenge tour now, and she is going to make the months leading up to Christmas a little scarier for all of us.
Boom.
That was
All
good.
right.
That was well written.
Tommy, you get Monsters Inc. Okay. Tommy brings a certain energy to our league that I think is really needed.
It's giving Bob energy.
He has his own brand of and way of doing things, and he feeds off of our energy, and he's good at it. Okay. Just like the monsters harness the energy of children's screams, he harnesses the energy of our cringes and awkward laughs. He's the James P. Sullivan of making people shrug uncomfortably, and I 100% say this with love because I appreciate the game. He has a little competition from Mike this year, who's coming in like Randall Boggs to steal the spotlight, but Tommy has tricks up his sleeve, and he's going to continue to make us all shudder at everything. So, and harness that energy, Tommy. You take it for you, buddy. That's it. We're done. Week 3. Yeah, nothing else really. I can't remember what it is next week. Hopefully, we plan to have costumes. We didn't. So, if you guys want to start those donations, we'll be here. Good luck to everyone except Mike, who I'm playing this week, and I forgot that for a second. So, peace out, guys.
Bye, Mike.